Asia, particularly in Vietnam.
And now to see how locals and Indonesian citizens celebrate Eid al-Fitr there, we have the Indonesian ambassador to Vietnam, His Excellency Denny Abdi with us. Hello, Pak Denny. Eid Mubarak,
Hello.
Ambassador.
Eid Mubarak.
So,
Eid Mubarak, Mas Dirza and Mbak Rahma.
Minal Aidin, first of all.
Minal Aidin wal Faidin.
Right.
Maaf lahir batin.
Yeah, looking festive right there. So how is Eid celebrated in Vietnam today, Pak?
Today is much better than last year. Situation around the world, including in Vietnam, is improving very much. COVID-19 are under control. People are fully vaccinated. Daily life back to normal. And most importantly, students are back to school. So in short, parents and students are really back to their routine.
Right, okay. Now, sir, is there any Eid prayers at the Embassy of Indonesia today? Now, if yes, how's the health protocol compliance? If no, what was the reason?
Yes, we had the Eid al-Fitr prayer this morning. We invited all embassy staff and families and Indonesian living in Hanoi and surrounding.
Right.
However, we need to be still careful because COVID-19 not completely ended.
Yep.
So we ask people still wearing their masks, washing their hands,
Yes.
keep a safe distance among them. And most importantly, even though we prepare some food, traditional Indonesian food, but we ask people to bring the food home and enjoy with families, just to avoid take off their mask.
Yes.
What about Eid prayer, Pak? Did you do it there? Is it allowed?
Yeah, we just had this morning. Yeah.
It's allowed.
It's allowed?
Yes.
But how is the protocol? Do you have like capacities or you need to book your place?
Basically, the government of Vietnam is really open up for everything.
Right.
Restaurant is open according to their normal business hours.
Right.
No more restriction, even though we have still to be careful because the risk still there. But basically, everything is allowed now.
Okay, good to hear.
Yeah.
Now, do you see any differences between this year's, Eid al-Fitr and compared to the last year's edition of Eid al-Fitr itself, sir?
Yes, last year was very stressful for us. I think not just in Vietnam, in Indonesia as well as in other part of the world. So we didn't do any kind of activities during Eid al-Fitr.
Right.
Not the Eid al-Fitr prayer, not meeting with gathering with families and friends. This year is really grateful. It's really we now understand how it is to have the luxury to meet families and friends and extend apologies and gathering with friends and families.
Of course. Now, I'm really curious. I know that Muslims in Vietnam itself, Islam is a minority there, sir. So obviously, there's no such thing as mudik or balik kampung, as we say in Malaysia, right? So people in that area, can you tell us more about this so-called tradition, mudik or balik kampung?
As we understand, there are not many Muslims in Vietnam, especially in the northern part, where Hanoi is located. So only my guess, my best estimate is only around 300 Muslims living in Hanoi. There are foreigners, diplomats, and several Vietnamese. So we cannot see the mudik tradition here in Vietnam. They have their own mudik tradition during Tet holiday, during the Vietnamese Lunar New Year. This is more or less similar with what we have mudik in Indonesia.
Right.
But for Eid al-Fitr, we cannot see things like that. What we do here is just gathering. We have Idul Fitri prayer together. We share food, even though we cannot have it here. We ask our guests to bring it home. But most importantly for us, I think Idul Fitri is really the end of 30 days of fasting, and it is not complete without Idul Fitri prayer and meet friends and families.
Yes.
But does the Indonesian embassy in Vietnam allows Indonesian citizens to go back home during? Is it already allowed?
To go back home?
To
what do you mean?
Indonesia?
Of course. Regarding the traveling, I think all Southeast Asian countries now, including Indonesia and Vietnam, are allowed passengers to come and go. That's okay now. It's open up.
Okay, which is good to know, right? So now we're going to go straight to the food here, sir, okay? Obviously here in Indonesia, it's always the ketupat lebaran and also the friends, right? We've got the opor ayam, we've got the sambal goreng, kentang ati and stuff like that. So tell me about the dishes or the cuisines in Vietnam itself when it's during Eid al-Fitr. Something which is festive, maybe?
Yeah, if we, regarding food, we only can find food from several Muslim countries,
Right.
such as from Indonesia, from Pakistan, from India, and Middle Eastern countries. For Indonesia, for example, today we prepare siomay, lontong sayur, opor ayam, sosis solo, brownies kukus, kue nastar, kue bawang, and chocolate cake for Indonesian guests coming to the embassy for Idul Fitri prayer.
There you go. So obviously, it's like bringing Indonesia there, right?
Yeah.
Vietnam, so they don't need to
we
go
want-
back home to
we want
Indonesia.
We want to prepare as many as possible Indonesian food, but of course, we have the limitation.
Of course.
We just prepare the food by our staff at the embassy, but we enjoy it. Compared to last year, I think this year is really a good reason for us to be grateful
Yes.
for this situation.
Of course.
But among the plethora of dishes you just mentioned, which one did you pick up first?
Yes.
I think because Idul Fitri always identical with lontong sayur, right?
Yes.
So I think lontong sayur will be the first one.
There you go, lontong sayur. Okay, so
Yeah.
if you ask the same question here to Dirza, sir, obviously he takes everything which is on the table,
Everything.
right?
So if you get everything, meaning that fasting is not really affect you for the last 30 days.
Probably not. I gained more than I lost on weight.
There you go.
Alrighty, Pak Denny, it's been a great talk with you.
Yes.
An insight of Ramadan in Vietnam. Thank you very much, Pak, for your time.
Thank you so much,
Thank you,
sir.
thank you.
Stay healthy, stay
Okay.
safe
Eid
now.
Mubarak.
Stay healthy.
Eid
Bye-bye.
Mubarak. Okay, that was a very good talk.
That was a
right?
very good talk. I mean, plethora of dishes in Vietnam, so they don't miss home.
Of course.
I mean, yeah, we have to, say kudos to the Indonesian embassy and representatives.